Now there's also another instance, and Jesus said that was great faith. Great faith holds fast to the promise. Great faith is in verse 10. I've not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. Great faith holds fast to the promise. Now there is in chapter 15 another example of great faith. Great faith holds to the promise. Great faith speaks the promise. Great faith takes a stand in the promise. Great faith knows what God would do, says what God would do, stands on what God would do, and does not talk about their belly ache or their ankle ache or their broken toe. Lately we have had several phone calls about broken toes. Will y'all please be careful? Right? Say, I will be careful. My niece just broke her toe. She blamed it on her son, but we'll see how that works. Now look, chapter 15, verse 22. A woman of Canaan came out of the coast and cried, have mercy on me, thou son of David. My daughter's grievously vexed with the devil. And he didn't answer her. Now that'd be discouraging. Verse 3, he answered her not. Never said a word. Verse 23, chapter 15 it is. He did not answer her. But she didn't give up. Are you going to give up or are you going to quit? You're going to keep speaking the word. You're going to keep saying what God's saying. Well, his disciples said, get rid of her. She cries after us. And he said, I'm not sent to the lost, but to the lost sheep of Israel. Now that is scriptural fact. Some things in the scripture you just know that's the way it is. And he came first to the Jews and then to the Gentiles. And that's in Romans 1. It's several places. He came to the Jews. And so he said, I'm not sent. In other words, she's a Gentile. He's not going to help her now. It's not her season. And here's the clue. She said, Lord, help me. She would not give up. She would not surrender. That means I'm going to keep saying, by Jesus' stripes I was healed. It's well with me because by Jesus' stripes I was healed. It's well with me because himself took my sins in his body on the tree and took my diseases and made peace for me. It's well with me because he cleanses me from all sin and washes me from all disease, redeems me from destruction. It's well with me. I'm going to keep saying it and keep saying it and keep saying it. And you don't have to talk to your refrigerator. You can talk to your stove if you want. But be sure you and the Lord are talking. And then she said, Lord, help me. She would not give up. That's what you find in people who succeed. They do not give up. And in verse 26, he said, I can't take the children's bread, talking about the Jews, and cast it to the dogs. He called her a dog. That was not a compliment. And then she said, truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs that fall from their master's table. She said, you are my master, and I'll just take a crumb. Okay, I'm a dog. Give me a crumb. Is that the most marvelous thing? See, we would be inclined to give up and say, well, he wouldn't help me, and that wasn't fair. And did you hear what he said to me? She said, okay, then give this dog a crumb. And of course, he said in verse 20, great is their faith. Be it unto thee as thou wilt. Great is your faith. The second time Jesus has honored somebody's great faith. Now, sometimes he said, oh, you of little faith. Let's look at Matthew 8. Oh, you of little faith. It's obvious there's a difference in little faith and great faith. Little faith often lets the circumstances dominate their confession. They may start out with, by Jesus' stripes I was healed, and he sent his word and healed me, and this weapon formed against me is not going to prosper. And I think I have the worst backache on the market. And my head hurts. And did we get my prescription filled? It's usually, did we have a prescription, or did we go to the doctor, or did we pick it up? And the minute you go to your complaints and your symptoms, you've ditched the word. Now, our garbage goes out Wednesday morning. Tuesday night, Wayne carries the cans. It's 150 yards. He carries the cans in the back of the truck down to the road. Our truck is a 2001 and it has about 40,000 miles. It's not allowed to leave home. It does go to Lowe's in some places. And every Tuesday night, every single Tuesday night, he carries the garbage cans to the road. See, every time that I have a pain, I think, it's well with my body because himself took my diseases in his body on the tree. It's well with my body because he blesses my bread and water, takes sickness and disease away from me, and the number of my days he does fulfill. It's well with me. I can't give up my confession. What I believe and say is the roadway to my success.